Top of one ladies, my name is Chaz, and welcome to the What If? Yeah? Huh? Deku was born as a monster fishman. So, in this What If, where I got this idea from is by watching some random YouTubers called, like, well, they have, like, what if Deku, or what if Fishman Deku was, like, Horm. So, yeah, I took that concept and I added my own twist to it. So, yeah. Or made a copy, or not copyright, but it's quite different. So now, Zuko is when I say born as a fishman, or monster fishman, he looks like so he has a monster form. That's this one. But he has more of a similar to... Hold on, get me over. Here, I'm going to add this one so that yeah. So, yeah, where did it go? Oh, here it is. So, it had this monster's head, but it has eyeballs and tail, and so he basically, his both parents are, so in this alternate universe version, there's a upper level where the main characters, should I say, like her brothers and her mother and her, like, people lives in the upper regions, or uppers near the surface of the water. But deep down, really deep, dark area, there's a kingdom known as Kingdom of the Deep, ruled by the King Prano and his wife named, or Queen of Light, Claire. Yeah. So they both had 2 children. One was a female that would look like an axolotl because she had, like, she inherits their light thing. But Zuko, who was born as a, like, basically he was born as a fishman, but he is a stronger fishman than the normal one. So yeah. But the humans invaded their territory. The queen and the king went into hiding as the humans took their precious kid, their son, that was still a toddler, honor honor that hasn't fully matured. So yeah. So when they brought him to the surface, they gave him to some random family, some rich family, not just celestial dragons, but more of a, some random rich person. As when they heard that he was quirkless, they sold him when he was just 4 years old. As Zuko's his body, or he understands that humans, as he learns how to communicate with humans better than fishmen that are, as they see. But his actual title was a prince of the deep kingdom, deep sea kingdom. Yeah. Or his title is actually the raging forest, or no, raging seas, where he can and his job is when he, or his powers represents, like, if you treated him nicely, he will give you good fortune and, like, everything in between. But if you treat him poorly, then some random monster will come and devour their souls. So when he was just a toddler, they treated him as a kindness, as the rich family got basically good fortune. As even when when he was 3 years old, he met at one of his little get-togethers, like basically the kings and queens of their countries goes to this, like, Alabasta stuff. As he does meet her when she was young, like a kid, like Princess Vivi thing. Princess Vivi. I don't know how to say her name properly, so it's... Yeah. So when she was a kid, so I'll put kid. Yeah. So when she was a kid, she met him. As he was kind enough to her, as one day, like, after the kingdom was basically in the panic attack thing, because all the kingdoms were like, we can't share our waters with you. Because your people's waters dried up. And Zuko's feels sick to his stomach. And as he can't breathe. Like, as he starts vomiting out, like, as Princess Vivi's like, okay? Yeah. As he puts his hand on the land, on the desert, because he was born as a fishman, he's not used to a water thing. So when he puts his hand down onto the sand, the entire sky turned like cloudy. Rain fell and water streams poured right from the valley into where he was at. As he gets his, as they're like, man, so plus everybody sees him as good fortune or good luck. But then when at age of 4 he was quirkless, and so they tossed him away. But Princess Vivi really liked him, who he was. And when they were selling him off, and so when the celestial dragon puts the slave mark on his body, because Zuko's power can tell if a person is good or evil. So Princess Vivi had good luck when she was around him. But when the celestial dragon came, and so they, like, basically so then the storm hit after the celestial dragon left for the rest of them to die. But they didn't realize Zuko's basically conjured up a monster, or his power conjured up a most terrifying monster to devour the celestial dragon that owned Zuko's. As the monster grabbed the boat with a celestial dragon on it and crushed the boat, and crushing the celestial dragon right then and there, making him explode, pop, like blood. Yeah. He was never seen again. As Zuko's, it was like his, And Zuku's body, when it can't operate, when he can't, or because he didn't eat a Delphi, but his body is in so much pain that he can't even move his own body because of what the Celestial Dragon did to him. As he just floated down to the bottom of the sea. Not a deep part, but he laid there. His body is in so much pain. What the Celestial Dragons did to him. As he tried to get up, but he's in so much pain that even, as he lays there, completely mobilized, as a Sea King flies towards him. Here. Sea King. Let's say this, let's say this guy right here, this one, looks at him as the Sea King looks at him as, instead of like what he did with the guy, he basically went down as he picks him up, as he knows, he understands the language of Sea Kings, because, as he told him that his body's in so much pain that he can't get up, that as he bangs as he's trying to make small movements, that even he makes a small movements, like he tries to lift himself up, as many Sea Kings helped him up, as they know that he's in pain. He tries to move his as he basically, as he just wants to just lay there, letting the current, or letting the seaweed fly over him and letting him get devoured by the moss, so that but then the elephant beast, or the Sea King of the elephant, picks him up by the trunk, or basically wraps around him, as he slowly picks him up, so that to make it easy for him, as they land, as yeah. So then when Zuko got to the fishman area, then he meets he does meet her, and there was a crowd of people thinks that he was human. So her and where is he? I forgot the crap. Sorry. So I think his name not Titan. Tiger. Looks at the poor sap that was laying there about to die. Name. And he's like, oh boy. Okay. As his pain I'll be fine. As they took off his shirt. But they can't believe as Tiger's like as Zuko basically Tiger walks up. You're been through a lot of just rest. As they see so much like blood stains, they kind of see like similar to what the tiger would have had, and in that one episode, but he had such a as he can't move his bodies around. As he tries to get up, but his body, man, this kid needs. As she walks over and sees him, as she recognizes his aura. As her eyes widen, she can't believe that, because she heard about what happened to the deep sea kingdom, or deeper sea kingdom, that they were attacked, but that's why they're so active. They wanted their prince back, as everyone heard who he was. Wait, so you're saying, Princess, that he's a fishman of it? Yes. We all were born from the deeper kingdom. How did he get onto the surface and sold as a slave? As he tries to speak, I remember they they basically, I remember as his memories are fading, or not fading, but they, as the everybody lists them up easy now. As Arlong in this alternate one, he doesn't care about humans, but when he heard about how much pain Zuko had, as Arlong never abandons his brothers. So, yeah. So then the whole, like, Arlong tries to lift up Zuko's body so that you'll be okay, or the so when they, like, everybody heard that when they saw the mark on him, as he did tell Zuko, or no, actually Zuko told rest of them about he was born from it and all that stuff. As how much pain he went through. Yeah. So they bandaged him up to have his wounds heal. But he really wants, because he was born and look, so the kingdom were in a, like, basically peace treaty thing. As, yeah, Zuko is as tiger, or fishman tiger, or whatever, fish tiger thing, tell Zuko that I know that you're in pain, but it's just normally the deep sea kingdom are more aggressive than humans are, but never seen one in person. As he tries to lift himself up, yeah, as Arlong tries to, or accidentally sat on, and Arlong, is that your name? Yeah. Can you get quit sitting on my tail? Sure. As he gets himself up, as yeah, it'll be fine in about, I'm gonna try not to get up too much. And yeah, it's in my power, as he was, to bring good fortune, and yeah, because he was because his title is the basically prince of the, basically terrifying seas. That's what it is. Takes me a while to think about it. As if a person is good and treats him good or treats everyone good, they get the special reward of the, it's not like a curse, but more of a blessing. Like Princess Vivi treated him with kindness, and so her entire kingdom had, basically her kingdom and the village, the entire thing was reigned on until, because she was blessed with him. But the celestial dragon that bought him off the slave thing, well, he wasn't so lucky. Let's just say that. His entire family just died randomly. They just dead. Yeah. So when the kingdom, where he was at, treated him as with royalty. He doesn't see him as ever, including her. So as basically he had, or they all had, the blessings because of his powers, because he doesn't, or actually he was his actual title that they all called him by is Prince of the Lucky Seas, or Lucky Seas. Yeah. So that when Zuko looks at, as everybody treats him with kindness, so then the king's I hope so we transfer over to the kingdom, or the upper level. I hope that king of the deep, very deep sea kingdom knows, or doesn't know that as her, or as his son says, why? Well, they've been ravaged, basically for millennia. So because humans took one of theirs, and yeah. But if they find out, they would go after us. Well, how about we return them? Basically, well, we can't, because it's not our choice. As Zuko hears this, because he one of his other abilities, he has like the entire. So he has infinite abilities. So he's way more powerful than a normal fishman. So he's like a monster, but he could hear from far away. As the yeah, as he can regenerate his body back to full health when he he needs something to eat. As he grabs, like they brought him like meat thing, as he eats it, as they see wounds disappearing without a trace, as he says, there's one wound that I can never heal from. As they know, or so she says, I know how you're feeling. With your powers, you're pretty much, yeah. But they so now we transfer back over to the kingdom, the deep kingdom, or deep sea kingdom, or deep dark kingdom. So the king was upset that those humans need to pay for what they did. They took away our son. And yes. But they probably know about his powers. And they're secretly planning something. As his voice, as when he was sleeping, he telepathically told his his sister that he's still alive. And as he tells her that I'm still recovering from what the humans did. Sister, where are you, brother? I'm on Fishman Island. Still healing from what the humans did. Yeah. As she walks over, or she actually swam over to the king and queen. As the king's all upset because he still blames humans because he thought they killed him. He thought they were gonna execute him on land so that as the mother's like, yeah, what's up, little daughter? I had to talk with my brother. As the king turns around, as he's like, wait, what? You're still alive? As I thought he would execute it on the surface so that but I don't know how he survived. But I do know that he's still healing from the wounds that were inflicted by the humans. We should go to... Where is he now? He's on Fishman Island. The upper kingdom, huh? Yeah, figures. We weren't really close comrades. And between... Yeah. But you, who aren't... But how... Yeah. And Zuko's... Whom... As Fishman's like... So, he's like, okay. We weren't on the good terms with the Fishman Islands anyway, so... But how did he, like, get onto there? Well, the brother told me that when the humans, after they, like, abducted him and raised him as their own, and until like age 4, and if they're quirkless, then they get sold. So far he was quirkless, and he was sold to a celestial dragon. As the king starts to growl, as many servants start to growl too, as they don't like celestial dragons because he's to them, they're evil person that is evil people, and they don't like him. So, how did he escape? He did in this game by the waves, crashing into the boats, and the celestial dragons left every slave on there. But what I heard, as the Sea King, or so the Deep Sea King was like, as one of their oldest daughter, let's say they had 3 kids. 2 of them were girls, 1 of them was boys. So when she basically told him to go up there, Father, I will do that for you. As the mother says yes. To get our son back. I'll be on my way. As she swims to the land, or to the Fishman Island, as he gets up, or he tries to get up, as how much pain he's going through. Oh, like, he's so disgusted with himself that even he blames himself because he had to, like, or he got forced to like be adopted child and then get sold as a slave. And as he's crying, as Tiger or Fishman Tiger looks over, what's wrong? As he tells him that he wasn't, so Tiger can't believe that, or no, actually Zuko tells him that he's like disgusted with himself, and he, yeah, because of like what he has done, or what the humans done with him. As he's crying, as the Fishman Tiger says to, it'll be okay, and you're not a mistake. The humans like him, or celestial dragons, should be wiped out, all of it. Like restart, have a refresh of humanity's things. As everybody agrees that even, like, everyone agrees that he's more in pain than any single one of them. As so then so who showed up? Where is he? As she asks, where is my brother? As she says, or as they both like, well, he's still in recovering, like he's in the infirmary. He's pretty much, and what the celestial dragons did to him was pretty gruesome. As she walks over to infirmary where Zuko's at, as she was disgusted by what the celestial dragons did to her brother. As she walks over her, as she basically sat down with him, and she actually told him that none of this is actually your fault. As Tiger or Fishman Tiger told her that you're not the one to blame. It's him. As plus our father isn't blaming you for it. Really? Yeah. You're always going to be or basically brother, no matter what. Okay. As they see, or as she came, or she's disgusted by the mark that's on his shoulder. As as it's, yeah. So when she wiped the that mark off of him to heal his, as he gets up, as he feels so much better after the all that pain that he went through, as let's go home. Okay. So then they both went, and as, or so the, before, actually, the king says, before you go, I know that he and I don't see eye to eye, but tell him that it's good to see him, that, or actually knows that he's still around. And I wish that he comes up to these to Fishman Island to just visit with me. I will. Yeah, me too. As they agree. So So they transform, or so he transforms into his, like, basically, into his monster form. Or his actual form. Sorry. As when they arrived, the king swam right up to him and straight up hugged him as he tells him that the Zuku, or sons, we all missed you. Oh, yeah. They, and they know that so, and yeah, as he still feels like he still has a mark on him, as his mother walks, or actually swam right up to him and hugs him. As she knows that he's always been in so much pain that from the humans. And what does she do? She doesn't eat him. Definitely not that. But she instead, she could sense that he still is kind of hurting because of what, like, mentally hurting. As she says, we won't let any humans harm you. Yeah. As the younger sister swam right up to him, or walked right up to him, and hugged him too. As it was good to see him after all these years. Yeah. As anyway, as he looks at him, the King Neptune of the Fishman Island, and wanted you to, like, come up and visit with him. That's what he told me before I left to come to here. Huh. He never has his sore spots, isn't he? Yeah. as the oldest one told him, or no, the oldest sister told them that they or the humans put a mark on him, the this red mark with like a circle with three triangles pointing upwards onto him. And the and sold him to that. As these, yes, he's in. As she says, I know that he's mentally in pain. That he's disgusted with why humans treated him like that. And yeah. So then yeah. As they all agree. So yeah. As Princess Vivi, or so the time skip, Princess Vivi is now what you see on your screen. As she goes through the waters, as she does, or actually one of her friends was actually, there's two friends. The oldest sister of Zuko Midoriya was actually her friend. And number two is her. Or actually, she is number one, or both of them are, but they're just the best friends. I heard that. Did he survive the getting like from that like storm thing? Yeah, he did. It was as pretty much, but he was disgusted with the as when they had a belief system that they all hated the like celestial dragons, but when like compared to like Princess Vivi or like princesses and kings and queens, they respect the good people. So when yeah, as the and I also heard that the you're my he or you took care of my little brother like he when he had like when he was sick, like throwing up kind. Yeah, I made sure if he was okay. Yeah. As he wasn't laying around. He's just trying to get his mind off of how much pain he had to go through. So, yeah. Zuko ends up so yeah. But in order to have a peace treaty between the he like Alabasta and the deep sea one, like make a connection thing. The they basically the three kings were like, how about make a peace treaty thing? Like we all help each other's out. Not eating the as he looks at one of the guards urns, not eating any of them. Okay? As they know, as yeah, I agree. So what which one? So well, the I was thinking about the Sun Hun, or as the king says, or of the deep sea king, Hing tells Neptune that the maybe my son Hun will date a surface princess, the of your daughter, as he points to Alabasta King. I forget his name. The or Princess Vivi, should I say? Dates Princess Vivi, or get married to her, and because you're, yeah, he does have the every time he's around, he really likes him, like his company thing. As how about and then the yeah. And so then the Sea King, or no, the this guy says, and my one of my sons will marry your daughters. One of your daughters, right? Yes. To keep a peace treaty from, yeah. So then they all agree that the so as he so they both so they all agree that because he yeah, Princess Vivi and Zuko, but in my personal, this is not a personal ships because the in the script that I did, I was gonna make the her the Zuko's wife thing because every time he uses or when he transforms back from the monster or into a or no, actually monster into a human and back again, the human part will de-age him. Like basically it makes him younger. And when he gets to a toddler age, his monstrous form is bigger than the he like 3 emus is all at once. Yeah, all three of them. Imagine if they, if, or the elephant thing, this elephant gets on top of each other's by 5. That's how big he is in his monstrous form. If he grows up, he is the same or size as her. So, yeah. So, but I'll change it back after maybe if I do a redo of it. So, but now it's just Princess Vivi with him. Because he sees her. Or, no, actually, yeah. He looks. Or, so, he did look over at his. Or, he did look over at her. And he doesn't see her as a. Like, a friend. He sees her as his own sister. They're not blood related, but the. Yeah. Because how. Yeah. So that's what he sees in the. Yeah. He actually told her that the. I see you as my own sister. I know that we're not blood related, but the. You and I. Care about each other's. So, yeah. It was pretty good relationships between the people of Alabasta and Fishman Islands and the Deep Sea Kingdom. As Princess Vivi in the future, she actually got pregnant from Zuko, and she gave birth to like 4 kids. One of them looks like a had similar to like his oldest sister, yeah, older sisters, but instead of having brown hair, she has like this blue hair and green skin. Or should I say blue hair and blue skin? Kind of like her, yeah. As the, yeah. And he has, or no, she has similar traits to like her father, but he has, or but she has these similar to like her mother too, of kindness. As the, yeah, yeah. And one of the other, so there was, because there's 4, there was 2 boys, 2 girls. So, yeah, both girls are almost look similar to what the, or one of them was a, like, all, where, looks like her, but with, oh, sorry, kind of looks like his own like sister that, but yeah, with like, and the other one was like kind of looks like her, but with the green hair, green eyes, and normal skin colored face. But she has similar traits to like having a similar concept thing. Izuku was like, yeah, as the boys look like basically how Monster Girls is beast form looks like, or monster form. And yeah. Monster looks like as the so they care about each other's, and yeah. As let's say one day Straw Hat Pirates came, but just like in canon, but the Zuko looks over at Luffy as he doesn't see like the crazy like takeover of the world kind, but he sees some gentleness in him. He doesn't really, or he cares about everybody. Huh. As his father swims over. Huh. What? When's my power, or Luffy, or sees Luffy as not a demon, but he's more of a kind soul. Yeah. But that's his, yeah. So when, yeah. As he did know about Ace's death before, as he walks up to Luffy, as Luffy tells Zuko that or actually Luffy was eating, as Zuko sat right next to him, tells him that him, and I heard about your brother Ace, and I'm sorry for that. And huh. Yeah, as Ace starts to, or as Luffy starts to cry, or has tears coming down. But was he a good person? Yeah. Or actually, he did meet Ace before. Zuko met Ace before, actually. And because Ace had, or when Zuko took the Ace's DNA, and he secretly planted it into someone, or some random, or girl's body, and makes it like, so when she gave birth to the Ace, basically a child of Ace, Fire Fist Ace, his bloodline thing. thing. As, yeah, he was a good person. But he has a nutcase of a, yeah. So, Princess Vivi, or is now, would be called, she's still called Princess Vivi by most people, but she is, actually, her title is called Queen Vivi, of, yeah. So, yeah, and she's glad that his own, or so, he does care about her, and he doesn't want to let her leave because how much pain he's going through. As he's so, like, you know, as many celestial dragons try to come and as to the Fishman Island, and like they all, like, half of the kingdom of it was like basically all of celestial dragons were like, all of you fishermen are now our slaves. As Zuko looks over, he's all upset. As, yeah, he is so mad that even he, as the, let's say, a king, was, he's immortal, and so is his queen. As he basically telepathically tells the king that the celestial dragons and their subordinates, bunch of marines, came to, like, try and attack us. As we're on our way. As the soldiers, when they heard that we're on our way, or when they hear the telepathic, as they said, "Let us do it, sire." And nothing will harm him. Yeah. Yes. So they all, like, all the knights, when as some of the, like, vice admirals are like, the lava guy were like, "You guys are coming with us," and all that stuff. Oh, really? And Zuko is ready to throw down the smackdown thing. As he went and grabbed all three admirals, or he had to hold down the fort when, as some of them, or he got shot in the chest by a cannonball, and he still survived. As he throws them around like little rag dolls, as vice admirals are like, "Huh. I swear you, boom. Freeze yourself, huh?" Or, no. So then he ends up kicking the Vice Admiral Elkiji into the water as one of the Marines shot Zuku's arm as it's bleeding, as he kicks them, as he's trying to hold, as the one of the Vice Admirals says, "Time for you to die." Prince of the Deep. As one of the soldiers comes in, or actually, let's say the King of the Deep saw this and, like, came in and whacked the guy off into the waters. Helped him up. I tried my best to hold down the fort. Yeah. As the bullet was still stuck in his shoulder, as his mother pulls it out of his, as he says, as his servants were mad, or the knights looked at how much pain he went through, as they looked at the Marines that were in celestial dragons, as Zuko used his own version, as they know that so many of his subordinates, Zuko used his own version of his own powers to, like, he basically, all the admirals, or all the Marines, and, like, every single one that was there, except for, like, Fishman and the Princess Vivi. Or actually, Princess Vivi wasn't there, thank goodness. As when he told the celestial dragons and the Marines and the Vice Admirals that they're guilty from all charges, or when he said we're guilty, right to them, every single Marine, Vice Admiral, the celestial dragons, were all just got killed off. As everybody's like, man, yep, that's our son for you, as he says, yeah. He can say one word, and that's why his title is the Prince of the Lucky Seas. Yeah. So basically, yeah. So now, with that's all over, and what happened to Straw Hat Pirates, I'm not gonna get into, because the Zuko, or so Luffy, he did hug Zuko's, because he truly understands that how much pain Luffy is going through. As they, yeah, and then after they left, and yeah, all that stuff. So, yeah, Princess Vivi is now the wife of Zuko Midori, or no, Zuko, Fishman, Zuko, and yeah. And he's happy for her. He cares about her too, so yeah. And plus, at least she didn't like hear what he had said underwater. So, without further ado, this is going to be the end of the What If. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, and I can't believe my eyes. How long this video took. Or should I say this movie took. At least it's not 4 hours, so that's good for me. Yay. So now, without further ado, peace out, y'all. Peace.